Girls, what do you actually think when you notice a guy checking you out? That I'm probably overthinking it and that I shouldn't be so conceited. 3 years ago a guy looked me in the eye and told me his friend thought I was cute, and my mind is still trying to convince me that he was talking to someone else or was just joking. Oh wow, somebody is interested in me, hope they're not creepy. Ron Howard narrating, they are. This doesn't happen very often, but when it does I'm just thinking, OMG OMG OMG. They register me as an actual human being that is attractive. A mixture of flattered and uncomfortable. When a guy checks me out, I'm usually just standing by his side waiting for the cashier to return the change. If I catch a quick glance or a brief whimsical stare, it's very flattering. It perks my day up a little. Catching someone actively and dedicatedly staring makes me deeply uncomfortable and, depending on the setting, unsafe. Oh man, these responses are depressing. I usually check my appearance, to make sure I haven't spilled any food on my shirt, or left any on my face, stuck in my teeth, etc. Yeah, how do you know he's checking you out or just looking at you? Better yet. What do you think when we immediately look away when we notice that you noticed? Look around to see who he's checking out. She might be cute. If a guy is looking at me, I'm more inclined to believe he thinks I look weird or that something has happened to my clothes, example ripped or smudged. Him thinking I look nice is in my head or unlikely that I don't usually consider it as a possibility. This poor man has reached rock bottom. I refuse to go out with any girl whose standards are so low she would go out with a guy like me. Usually flattered unless it feels creepy. Like, don't stare or touch yourself. So you're saying that furiously masturbating while maintaining eye contact is not flirting? That explains a lot. Usually, suck in the gut. Act casual. Laugh like you're in a movie. You can fart later. For now, pretend you're a movie star that doesn't. Guy finds girl attractive and looks at her. Girl turns and makes eye contact. Guy turns away quickly. Guy looks back. Girl makes eye contact again. Guy, oh f, I'm so creepy, shit, she thinks I'm a creep. How do I get out of here? Oh no, I made eye contact again. Ah. Well, I have low self-esteem, so normally I think what's wrong with me. Remember guys, there's a fine line between a glance across a crowded room and the cold hard stare of a psychopath. Please don't talk to me. Mainly because I can't handle social interactions like that. Just remember, they're more scared of you than you are of them. If they seem nice, I'll appreciate it. If they seem creepy, I feel dirty and want to leave as soon as possible. It doesn't matter if they're ugly or not. I've had ridiculously good-looking guys check me out and they were super creepy. And unattractive guys check me out, but they seemed nice, so whatever. You can tell usually from intuition. Personally depends on what I feel like the intentions are. Do you want to buy me a drink and have a conversation because you think I'm cute? Or do you want to follow me to my car, drag me into an alley, and peel my skin off for your collection? Depends if I'm attracted to him or not. I usually get 30-plus-year-old men, I'm 18, so it creeps me out and I usually change direction or go away, he can't see me anymore, which usually works. A few times I've been followed though. If I'm attracted to him I usually give him a look back of some sort, casual flirting with the eyes. It depends how he is checking me out. If he's just harmlessly taking a glance, then that doesn't bother me. I check people out all the time. When lips are licked, winks are winked, eyebrows wiggled, or kisses are blown is when I take issue. If he's doing it in a creepy way, ew. If he's acting like a normal and respectful human being, me shy. Edit for those who are still confused about whether creepy equal to ugly. No, being creepy does not mean ugly or not attractive. In a usual, normal situation, if the girl catches you staring, you'd normally look away embarrassed or smile politely and look away. And that's fine. Creepy is when girl catches you staring but you keep staring to the point that she feels uncomfortable, if you start gesturing sexual innuendos. Such that licking your lips, wiggling eyebrows, basically undressing her with your eyes, or basically keep smiling and staring non-stop the same way Pennywise from IT would smile at his prey. If you still can't understand that, let's look at my second statement, if he's looking like a respectful human being. Can an attractive man be disrespectful? Yes. Can a non-attractive man be respectful? Yes. Therefore, ugly does not equal to creepy. How would I know if an individual checks me out? I know an individual looks in my direction, but that can be for any reason. They would have to make it pretty obvious. It's not like they're looking at you with Anakin rapey eyes or whatever. Sometimes other individuals look in my direction, for all I know they are checking me out. They could also just be interested what type of coat I'm wearing or be in awe of the 97mm wheels under my skateboard. I kind of feel that individuals that feel they are being checked out just automatically assume the intent most favorable for their ego. To the ones who think they've never been checked out. You most probably have been checked out. There are more of us millisecond ninja clancers than there are those obvious creeps that freak you out. You'd probably have to use a slow-mo cam to catch my eye twitching towards your general direction. I immediately assess threat level. Maybe just for safety reasons at first? Is he creepy, cocky, or just a confident dude? If a guy is just checking me out, it's a flattering as long as he's not flat out staring or undressing me with his eyes. If a guy looks flustered when you notice him, that can be endearing even more so if he can gather the confidence to talk to you. The guy who is confident enough to look at you but looks like he can respectfully take no for an answer gets all the points. Politeness helps in this regard. And physical attractiveness is obviously important for both men and women, but how you come off initially can make you that much more or less attractive. Edit, yes, I am aware not all men are bad people. Threats. Assessing threat level can also refer to the specific situation you are in, not just the individual. Am I in a safe place, or does this seem like the kind of situation I could get taken advantage of in? I think most women naturally make this assessment in the span of exactly 1 second. Depends on the situation. Recently a guy leaned over the hood of the car I was in to get a quick look at my chest. I was disgusted and thought he was a disrespectful asshole. Which was unfortunate because he could have been quite cute if he hadn't done that. It depends on whether you're being a sleaze or not. In my head, is he looking at me? Why is he looking at me? Do I have something in my teeth? It's because he thinks I'm fat. That's right, I'm a monster, a real monster. Ah. The guy, excuse me, you're standing on front of the napkins. A guy to be obvious to the point of rudeness for me to notice, so I get annoyed. Nothing really, I don't ever notice if people are checking me out. Sad noises. If he's hot. Wink wink. If he's cute, I imagine a conversation. If he's non-existent, I start talking to myself and giggle creepily. It depends on the context. If I'm just walking around a mall during the day and I see a guy look me up and down, I usually feel flattered. If I'm walking home alone at night and a guy did the same thing, I'd feel uncomfortable and scared. Honestly, I really dislike being approached in general, so most of the time it's oh god, 20 seconds to awkward letdown. Basically, I have to balance being polite about saying no, but also not too nice to give guys any ideas that it's fine to keep talking to me. I'll leave some tips about how to approach women with respect, but I'm super jaded, so please take these do's and don'ts with a grain of salt. Do not, 1. Follow them to gauge if you're attracted enough to approach. A friend of mine does not see the problem with this. 2. Walk up to them and touch them. 3. Stare, ogle, point at someone you find attractive. 4. Continue hitting on someone when their body language or tone of voice does not communicate reciprocity. Do 1. Compliment us on what we choose, adorn, shoes, jewelry, perfume ourselves with, not our body. 2. Be respectful. 3. Stand up for us if you see someone being weird to us. If a guy is flirting with me, he tends to stare me in the eyes for slightly longer than how much he should. This can happen in every context, and by doing it he is saying I've noticed you and I'll like you, and he is looking if you are interested too by exchanging glances. It doesn't bother me and I think it's pretty cute. Now, to the bad part. It's rare that a girl likes to be checked out in her daily life, because we don't like to feel like we are sexual objects every freaking moment and yada yada. We do make an exception, not all of us, not always, if the context is a party or another nightlife activity, like in a bar and so on, because we may be there to flirt as well and that kind of stuff is more expected. Feel uncomfortable and get out of his sight, making sure my earphones are loud enough and visible so he won't talk to me. Is he looking at me? Maybe I should smile at him. Then I proceed to ignore him because I'm stupid. I used to notice, it made me feel very uncomfortable. Either I was worried the guy wanted something from me or that something was wrong with my appearance. Some guys seem to really enjoy staring at me until I shyly looked away. Now I just don't notice them. My husband finds it funny because a group of men could be leering at me and I will just look through them like they are nothing. If a guy tries to stare at me until I look away, every woman know this stare. I pull an ugly face and stare back. Some guys have made the mistake of thinking this is an open invitation to talk to me, so I just say no flat out. Basically, I am so fatigued from guys checking me out that I am a stone cold bitch about it. For the record, I am not even hot, I am slightly overweight and have resting birch face. I feel really sorry for the other women because it's not all men who openly ogle, just a effing lot of them. I'd be screaming in my head the whole time and think please go away. Due to anxiety lol. I usually don't notice. If I notice then the guy is being way too obvious and he likely needs to tone it down. Look away please look away no thank you ease stare at something else look a pigeon, stare that instead. Instant worry about being followed. I hope he isn't going to approach me and interrupt my day. I'm at Home Depot to buy things, not make new friends. For some reason that's the location where I notice the most overstares. I don't ever assume they're checking me out. I'll look behind me to see what cool shit I'm missing out on. Reading through all of these has me confused. Where did these creepy men learn to flirt? What popular culture did they assimilate to believe that coming on super strong in a non-natural environment would be a good idea? If it's a stranger, my first immediate thought is please don't follow me. He definitely isn't looking at me. I wonder why because I don't consider myself that attractive. Ugh, another pea salesman. Anything from the pea trolley today ma'am? A little appreciated, a little creeped out. I wouldn't know, no guy has ever looked at me like that. My thoughts, shit, don't smile, look away. Concentrating not to smile, okay I've got this, now don't look at him, don't look, my phone is so interesting today, no, don't come over, go away. Ugh he's coming over. Please don't talk to me. Please don't be a creep. Please don't approach I've been approached on the street by strangers a few times. Once I thought this guy was foreign and I was trying to be nice. I thought he just wanted directions and he was all like, just wanted to say I thought you were really pretty. Then shakes my hand. Good memes my co-worker today said I looked like a prepubescent boy though so I don't know what's going on lol. Flattered or indifferent 25% of the time, creeped out annoyed 75% of the time. Hoping they don't talk to me 98% of the time. If he's attractive to me, I'd be flattered. Cool, and if he's not? Blasted on group chat later. Please don't talk to me. I'm about to make this whole man's week just by giving him a friendly smile. I think oh, I'm being checked out. Okay. Being checked out doesn't affect me either positively or negatively really. If I'm being full on leered at I generally ask can I effing help you? Unless the guy gives off an I'll follow you home and kill you vibe. Then I just feel disgusted and walk away while making sure I'm not followed. I get panicked, regardless of if he's cute or nah. I assume that I look gross and wonder if it's one of the many weird things wrong with my face that day. It largely depends on how they check me out. If they make it super obvious with animated facial expressions, movements, or sounds, and especially if they're with a group of guys. Then it can make me feel grossed out and make my skin crawl for the rest of the day. But if the guy is noticeably more shy and is actually trying to be subtle about it, then depending on my confidence level I might actually be flattered. If I'm not particularly confident that day, then I will assume that there's something wrong with my appearance. Funny story. I was at the gym and this guy kept looking at me. I was like, sweet gas, I look good today. But then another guy looked at me and then another. I was like, this shit never happens, something is wrong. Something was wrong. I bought this really cool black tie-dye shirt from Lollapalooza and decided to wear at the gym. Went to the bathroom after I finished workout. My whole neck and upper arms were a dark blue, I looked like a blueberry. Very embarrassing, so now I'm at the gym and a guy is checking me out, I get nervous. It makes me feel extremely uncomfortable. I wouldn't know and don't wanna know. I'm like Violet from Pixar Incredibles, I don't want to be noticed or seen. Stop looking at me, weirdo. Ugh, here we go. No, I don't want to talk to you. I'm married, please leave me alone. I thought being married and wearing my would stop it, but nope. I thought pregnant would stop it, but still no. Heck, guys check me out when I'm walking next to my husband. I don't get it, I'm not super hot or anything and my typical outfit is a t-shirt and jeans. I also tend to attract creeps. One of my guy friends said it was because I have a vulnerable look. Whatever that means. I wonder if he's checking me out because he finds me attractive versus checking me out because something is wrong with my appearance. I take it as a compliment. I'll smile or blush if the feeling is mutual. I won't make eye contact when I'm on the move, though. I want to get from point A to point B without interruptions. Otherwise it's fair game. It depends. If he seems a bit shy and reserved, then I find it endearing. If he's straight up undressing me with his eyes, I will throw something, curse, flip off, belch really loud in his direction. If a guy my age checks me out? That would be a real shocker. In the past I've just brushed it off, later realizing they were actually interested in me, but I was just too blind to see that. But, grown men who check me out. I give them the most stank face I could possibly make. It's kind of my defense mechanism for don't mess with me. All very well looking, but if he doesn't actually speak to me, he's wasting my time. If he's cute, a smile may be enough. I'm not against speaking first, but let me know you are keen and available rather than just perving on random strangers. That he has low standards. I check if I spilled something or have something on my face. If not, then I feel really flattered. Personally, I only get uncomfortable if it's someone way older than me that's looking. I get very self-conscious. Well, I've only encountered such things with creepy men, so like LOLs. I just think they should rip their eyeballs out. I've never had those checking out types which other girls have mentioned, like the occasional glances here and there. Heh. The last time a guy looking over at me in a bar, I was convinced it was because he thought my friend and I were being annoying loud foreigners chatting away in English. But he kept looking over, and when he went outside, my friend convinced me to see if he was out there smoking and to strike up a conversation. Maybe he did think we were loud foreigners, but he was also checking me out, and I went back to his place. Do I have something on my face? Shirt, is my hair sticking up or something? And or why is he looking at me? I should leave as soon as possible.